Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about some recently released Walking Dead merchandise pictures from Toy Fair 2014. Alright, good stuff. So these have been out for a couple weeks, but I finally got a chance to go ahead and take a good look at them so I can do an actual video review for them. Just been so busy with the other stuff with the channel, with making lots of videos for the TV series, of course. Comic books have actually had quite a few releases as well too, so doing reviews for the comic book series and just all around other videos that I've been making. But finally got a chance to do it. So first off, let's have a look at the special edition Blu-ray set, which is going to have a figure designed by McFarlane Toys, more like a statue, I shouldn't say figure, but like a statue art piece that comes with it. Let's take a look. So here is the box set for the Walking Dead Season 4, the special edition. If you guys remember from last year, we had the Governor's Fish Tank, which had some heads in it, which was released, and the year before that it was the RV Zombie, if you guys remember back. So this year, for Walking Dead Season 4, when it's released, which is usually around August, sometime in August is usually when they get it out, August or September, depending on where you're at and how long it takes to ship and whatever. Yeah, so this will be released with the special edition for anyone who wants to buy this or collects these. Very cool. Just kind of a cool way to display your box set for the Walking Dead Season 4, 16 episodes, of course, which we haven't even finished seeing yet. But by the time it's released, I'm sure this will go down as one of the best seasons of The Walking Dead. It's been pretty amazing so far. So, and then we've got at the front there, the Tree Walker reaching out. If you remember when we saw him earlier on in Season 4, which is a cool looking walker, and of course how they kind of built around the environment into the part that holds the case. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can definitely see anyone who's collected the other two to continue. I personally haven't been purchasing the special editions. They're just a little pricey for me. That's all. And this one is a picture of a upcoming McFarlane released statue, I guess. I guess you'd say a sort of like just kind of a fun little display statue, which is based on the comic book version of Rick, obviously, because he's missing the right hand. So obviously not Andrew Lincoln from the TV series. But still very cool. I think people who like the comic book series would really like this. Now, I'm not sure what the price point is on this one. I don't think it was released yet, or it's been released yet. There was a Michonne one too, I think, but I don't recall seeing anybody, any sites actually selling that, or anybody actually buying it. It could just be that they didn't make too many and that the price was really high, because the price on these it is rather steep. I think the Michonne one was over 200, closer to 300, 275, something like that, if I recall. But so I would think this one would probably be somewhere around the same price. It's really cool. So you've got Rick, of course. He's blasting the one walker in the head. You've got the bullet going through the back of its head with the zombie brains splatting out from behind it. Wow, such a cool effect with the gun going off and everything. And he's got his other arm, the stub arm, around the neck of another walker, so I guess it can't bite him since he's got it in a headlock, kind of. And then there's another one there, of course, that has the axe in its head as it's laying down onto its side. Very, very cool, very artistic, and I imagine this is one that would look good from all angles. You know, even from the backside it would look cool. So I definitely got to respect how artistic that is. This is pretty amazing, I got to admit. Pricey, I imagine it will be, but amazing too. Definitely fans of the comic book series who collect statues may be interested in this one. Next, we have the next 10-inch deluxe figure from McFarlane Toys, which is going to be released for the Walking Dead series. The first one was Daryl with his crossbow, his poncho, and his Season 4 look, if you guys remember. I think it retailed, at least here in Canada, it was around $40, I believe, which is a pretty good price for a 10-inch figure. The Rick looks cool as well, too, as you can see here. He's not painted, it's just the first prototype, I guess you would say. And it's got that kind of iconic pose where I think he was standing on top of the bus they released some pictures of, and he would be, you know, pointing the the gun. So that's cool. He looks like he'll be wearing a season 4 outfit or costume, so to speak. So that should be good. And this is the TV series version. It's not the comic book series version. So for anyone who's collecting the 10-inch line, I think this one is a really good one to get, obviously, to go along with the Daryl. I'm not sure how many more of these they're going to be releasing. They are a bit pricey at $40 for one figure, but they're a good size. The only problem is that they're, again, like statues, really, when you consider that they have almost no articulation. They may have articulation at the head, possibly the arm. At least if you could put the arm down and point it forward, at least if you had articulation in the arms, it'd be more like a figure rather than a statue. I personally consider this to be a statue, unless it's at least able to move the arms and the neck. Otherwise, yeah, it's basically a statue for the most part. Still cool, though. Still, don't get me wrong, still very cool. Okay, and finally, to move into the regular, basic Walking Dead figure line, we have the prototype for the next Rick Grimes, which is going to be released from the TV series. This will be released along with the Carol, Abraham, Herschel, I believe, set, that wave. And this one looks really cool. This is basically an updated TV series version of Rick, Andrew Lincoln, of course. He's got his gun, obviously. He's got his season 4 look, so that's very cool. I mean, you can't really get enough Ricks because each season his look changes a little bit. You know, season 1 he's got the cowboy, well, not cowboy, police sheriff look. You know, with when he was riding the horse and everything. And then in season 2 it was, you know, kind of like more like a white shirt with the sniper rifle and that, which they released a figure for. And then season 3 is kind of like this one here. Season 4, you know, is much the same as season 3, but it has changed a little bit. The hair's longer, he has a beard, you know, that kind of thing. Just a little scruffier and everything, and the clothes have changed slightly. So this one's really cool, and I think this one will sell really well. I think a lot of people will be interested in picking this one up because it's like a modern version of Rick, your basic Rick in terms of how most people probably think of him now. So that's cool. And I just wanted to throw in one of these because we have had these pictures released before for the next comic book series version. As you can see, there's the punk zombie in the background and the Andrea to the back left from the comic book series. Rick comic book series version in the front, which is very cool. These ones, this whole set pretty much is like a must-have for me. The punk zombie may be the only one I'll skip from this one, but this wave looks really good. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on these, though, just check out my video where I went over each one in more detail. But definitely these are really, really cool if you're a fan of the comic book series. Okay, and finally, just to wrap it all up, there were some other things that were shown, but these are the main things I wanted to kind of comment on. Here is another Shane figure they're releasing, which is basically the same as the old one previous that they released. I think it was Series 2, really early on, from Season 2. But they have opted to give him his police cap, as you can see. And I know the picture's not that high quality, but the head sculpt is new. You can find, if you want to see more pictures of it, just look it up. Personally, for me, I'm not all that interested in this. It's the same body. It doesn't have hardly any articulation. It's posed in the shotgun pose, just like that, where you can only really get him in the shotgun pose. So he's almost like a statue. And the newer figures have a lot more articulation. For example, like Merle, Tyrese, this new type of articulation where they can move the legs, they can move the arms in any which direction, and they come with a lot of accessories. Plus, this is not the look that I think of the TV series version of Shane wearing. I think he only wore this one episode, and it wasn't a very good episode. I believe it was Chupacabra, I think. One of those. But, you know, I think of Shane, save the last one, wearing the black shirt and the khakis with either the shaved head after he kills Otis or, you know, a little bit longer hair. So for me personally, this figure will be a skip because I do have the other one, and I don't feel like this one's that much of an upgrade just because they changed the head. Plus, when you change a head but you put a cap on it, most of the time, especially when the figures are this small, you can't really see the face anyway. So what does it matter? Unless the cap is removable, and I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. All right, good stuff. So those are pretty much my thoughts on all of the stuff that's been shown at Toy Fair for The Walking Dead, all the merchandise coming up. Some very cool stuff. Definitely the figures. I'm going to continue to collect the 5-inch line at least. The 10-inch one, I don't know if I'm going to get into it because they're like statues basically, even though they are a good price. and they do look really, really cool. I do have those ones at the top, so I'll probably just stick with those. I don't need, 10 different Ricks and different sizes and shapes and whatever. Unnecessary for me. A couple's cool. I'm excited to get the new TV series version, new comic book series version, and I want to see the price on that comic book statue because that thing is awesome. But it could get crazy. Sometimes the prices of those are kind of crazy. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all these new pictures of everything, and if you're going to be buying any of it, what you're going to be buying, what you're going to skip on, what's a must-have for you, or are you just not interested in any of it? Let me know. Anyway, I'll call it here. That's pretty much all I got to say about this. If you guys have any other video suggestions, please feel free to send them to me, and I will take them into consideration because I'm making quite a few videos right now, and I want to keep doing that. So I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. Saying peace.